Today I wanted to look at a couple of publications that are very, very useful if you're a keen shortwave listener. In a sense, they're alternatives, or one of them at least is an alternative to the World Radio TV Handbook, as you'll see in a moment. The other one is slightly more specialised, but they're both very useful if you're into your shortwave. So the first one we look at, it's from Klingenfuss, and it's the 2025 Shortwave Frequency Guide. It's, I guess, a paperback book. You've got listings within this publication, as well as a number of articles about monitoring HF, monitoring utility stations and so on. But in this publication, we have listed by frequency utility stations to be found outside the broadcast bands on shortwave, with their frequency, call sign if any, the station, ITU location, the mode, and various other details. And as well as that, we have another listing of broadcast radio stations. You can see here, these are the broadcast radio stations, the frequency, the station, location, ITU location, times of transmissions, languages, and any remarks there. So this is a comprehensive listing covering all of the HF bands, as well as articles here which cover things like DRM, Digital Radio Mondial. We've got some specific listings of DRM transmissions here with their times as well. And we also have, I think you'll find here, country by country. Toward the back at the publication, country by country, we have the frequencies and stations that are located in each country that are on shortwave. A lot of listings, as you'd imagine, for China, an awful lot for China, but we've got Cuba, Denmark, Ecuador, and so on, France. A very useful publication, priced at around the same price point as WRTH. Now, this publication's been around in this form, I think, for around 25 years. They also produce a compact disc, a data CD, with these frequencies listed, and we'll take a look at that in another video. So we're back with the utility stations here at the moment. You can see we've got frequencies right down to the top end of the medium wave band, even into the LF bands. Here we have frequencies starting at 20 kilohertz and up. Okay, so we have all of those listed there for you. If you're particularly interested in utility stations as opposed to broadcast stations, or maybe you've already got a WRTH and you don't need the broadcast listings, we've also got, I'll just bring it in here, the guide to utility radio stations, and this covers utility stations more in depth than the other publication. Again, it's a Klingenfuss publication, 33rd edition. Again, we've got articles in the front specific to utility monitoring and the various services that utility services that use the HF bands. We've then got very detailed listings of utility stations, again going from 20 kilohertz right up through the HF spectrum, with the modes listed and where there are digital modes, the details of the digital modes if they've got them. And you can see we're up to 13 megs, 13.5, 13.8, right up through the spectrum, all sorts of stations, coastal stations, marine stations, diplomatic transmissions, Air Force, military, this sort of thing, maritime, mobile. I think the highest frequency listed here for utilities is 27870, where there's some meteorological transmissions there. Then we've got country by country, utility stations listed country by country. right through on an A to Z basis. radio fax and radio telex services, worldwide weather services, and then we've also got a section on digital data transmissions here, which covers screenshots of sophisticated state-of-the-art digital data that's been decoded. So various examples with the frequencies and the text examples of what's been decoded. We've got some weather satellite transmissions here, some fax. So if you're interested in your utilities, very, very useful publication this. A lot of work gone into producing this. And if you want a mix of utilities and broadcast listening, the Shortwave Frequency Guide is probably the one for you. You've got your broadcast stations, you've got your utilities, and you've got some very interesting articles about shortwave and indeed the future of shortwave NHF. I hope you found that interesting. That's just a quick look. We'll take a look at the information on the CD that's provided as well, which can be useful because it's, unlike a paper publication, it's searchable. So we'll take a look at that in another video. Thanks for watching.